What a great question. Perfect's a strong word. Is it better? Probably. How? What's the problem? Well, a lot of procurement for really big stuff is exceedingly complex because there's so many parts to it. If we think about buying anything substantial, and by substantial, I'm talking 6 to 9 zeros. Let's not muck around. Let's go for a big thing. Let's say you're going to spend £1 billion. Now, speaking of corruption, let's talk about recent purchase of PPE in the UK government. 7.7 billion was spent on PPE contracts during the COVID pandemic by the UK government. 6 billion of that went to VIP marked suppliers. VIP marked suppliers were those that came from government ministers, MPs, and went to the top of a procurement stack. So that means 6 of the 7.7 billion went to people that were preferred by the government in power. And that is in the UK. So if we transfer that around the world, the UK is relatively, well, it was relatively open and transparent. Over the preceding 20 years, it's become more opaque. How much lobbying and influence do we see in government and procurement? A lot of it gets washed. Now, if we use open, transparent processes, if we get folks in a room where multiple suppliers are in the same room with each other, first of all, that communication of need is common. We don't have the long delays because everybody's hearing the same thing. Everybody's hearing the same request. It's very visible what the offering is. And so it will reduce the tendency of bias. Now, the way our brains work, we're tribal. As mammals, we need to work together. When you get a group of humans together, our probability of getting to the correct answer faster increases dramatically. And that's what Lean Agile Procurement, it's leaning into those elements of Lean and Agile where we have collaborative discussions to come up with an answer. By making it transparent and open, it is more probable that it will overcome any confirmation bias, preference, and help us achieve a more objective connection where we can establish a good working relationship between our company and potential suppliers. So it might not be perfect, but it's less bureaucratic in the wrong sense and more open and probably far more robust.